attending the pre-match press conference for Canada versus USA. We have with us today the Canadian captain, Saad bin Zafar, and I will open it up for questions.
Just testing the mic. What's the level? Can you guys hear that okay?
Yeah.
Mic, yeah. Saad, good luck for the tournament. There's a few parallels here in Dallas with all the rain that we've had and the preparation, actually going back to the qualification campaign of Bermuda and then the rain that, almost curtailed the qualification process. Can you just talk about, Can you just talk about the mood in the camp at the moment in the build up to the tournament?
Definitely, as you know, this is our first ever T20 World Cup, so it was all of us dream to come and represent Canada in a World Cup. And we have finally made it, we're finally here, so everybody's excited, everybody's itching to go, everybody's in the performance mood. So we are, I think we are ready to go and play some quality cricket in the next few weeks.
If you had to describe the sort of brand of cricket that Canada play in T20I cricket, what would you say?
I think we want to play fearless cricket. We don't have a lot of pressure on our shoulder. So I think we just want to go and express ourselves and play to our potential. And that's the brand of cricket that we're looking to play. And
just quickly, there's been a bit of spice in this rivalry over the last few years. I think 2019 World Cricket League 2 is probably a good example of all of that. What's it like going up against your North American rivals?
Definitely, we have had some great competitive cricket over the past few years against US. We have had a lot of games that have ended up in super overs. So we're hoping that we can play entertaining cricket. Both teams can play entertaining cricket as the World Cup opener and can have a good competitive game, basically. Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Hi, Saad. I just wanted to ask you about the facility. What do you think about Grand Prairie as a ground? What's it been like coming? I know we've had a lot of rain, but have you played it before? What are your thoughts on the wicket and the facilities?
So we haven't played here before. This is the first time we have come to the facility. It's an amazing facility, top class. We played our first warm-up games against Nepal here, and we did very well. But the facility is amazing, and I think the night game that we're playing, it's going to be even much more lit and much more nicer at nighttime as well.
And as you mentioned, it's obviously Canada's first T20 World Cup. I'm sure you're excited, but in terms of from an emotional standpoint, do you feel particularly emotional going into tomorrow knowing that it's finally happening?
Well, definitely, even coming from the qualifiers, as I mentioned, for all of our players, it was like a dream to represent Canada in a World Cup. We don't get to compete against the top nations very often. World Cup is that only one stage where we get to compete and test our skills against the very best of the world, and we have finally made it. So it's kind of emotional, but also we were looking for this opportunity. We finally got it, and we just want to represent Canada well and to our potential, play to our potential in this World Cup.
Could you tell us a little bit more about relations between you and the US team and how that rivalry's been over the years?
Well, at a national level, we are rivals. Because we are from the same region, we tend to play against each other a lot. Most of the time, it's in qualifiers, where there's a lot on the line, whether it's ODI status on the line or World Cup T20 qualifiers are online. So we both are competitive, but at the same time, we do play a lot of tournament and franchise cricket in the North American region. So there's a lot of friendships between the two countries as well at the same time. And right now, because it's a World Cup, it's a grand stage, and both of the countries want to have the best of them over their opponent. So I believe we're going to have a really good and really tough competition, and I believe both teams will entertain the crowd.
Aaron Peter Dolapena, what excites you the most about being a part of this World Cup?
I think me growing up as a kid, obviously, I think majority of cricketers want to play a World Cup. World Cup being the highest stage you could play in cricket. So just being a part of a World Cup is very exciting to me, to be honest.
Aaron, it was... Oh, sorry.
And obviously, we are playing home, and it's the first time a World Cup is playing in the USA, so that's great.
Apologies, Aaron. It was a really late run-in for the USA in preparation for this T20 World Cup, played Canada and then the series against Bangladesh, winning both. You welcomed a few new boys into the group in the last few months as well. What's it been like meshing those guys into the team?
You said light run-ins. I wouldn't say light run-ins, to be honest. I think that we've been challenged as well, to be honest. But definitely we have a good squad. I think the guys that came into the team over the last however long weeks, they're really fitting well. And obviously we have a new coach now, and he's been really good as it relates to team bonding and gelling and stuff. So the team is on the up, and we're very happy to be here.
And maybe for some new viewers of USA cricket coming into this T20 World Cup, what's, in terms of the identity and how you guys want to play, what's your, if you could describe, say, the brand of USA T20I cricket, how would you describe it?
To be honest, I'll say fearless cricket, positive cricket, smart cricket. I think that's what we're really and truly trying to do. We don't want to regret anything. We want to leave everything out there on the park. And then, obviously, if we come out on top, it's great. If we don't come out on top, that's how cricket goes sometimes. But we don't want to regret anything.
Hi, Aaron. Could you give us a bit of insight in terms of what it's been like being part of US cricket over the last 5 years, with MLC coming in, the World Cup being hosted, this stadium being built? Kind of, how much of a change have you witnessed, and what's it like to have been part of?
It's been good. When I first represented the country, obviously, like, the infrastructure around the country was not as good as now. We never used to play as much cricket as now either. But over the years, obviously, as you said, like, MLC come into the country. We have minor league as well. We have various different opens around the country, which is franchise leagues. I think that we are on the up right now as it relates to the amount of cricket we play, as it relates to the infrastructure, different fields, a lot more access to turf wickets, which is very important for us. Definitely some quality players coming in the country over the last couple of years, which obviously improves the competition in the country. So right now, I think that things are on the up, and we just want to keep growing from here.
And what's it like to play at this facility, Grand Prairie in particular? How does it compare to other kind of venues you've played at?
It's really good, to be honest, especially for the short space of time that it was built. It's really good. Compared to other places I've played, is up there with the best fields in the world, to be honest.
And finally, I know you're born in New York. When the US is going that way for the rest of the tournament, you're going to have any friends or family who are going to be able to come and watch? Is that going to be a special, exciting time?
Yeah, definitely. My family from Barbados will be coming to watch some of the games. To be honest with you, my family from New York, they're like born and raised American, so they don't really know much about cricket, but they'll come and support me as well.
Thank you.
Could you give us a little insight into your very old and long-standing rivalry with Canada, which is going to be on display to the wider world this weekend?
As everybody know, USA and Canada played the first international game. So this has been something that was going on for years and years. As it relates to the players, we all friends. We all play together against one another for years. So everybody's good and cool. But as it relates to the fans, it's a bit of a rivalry. We all know that. And we enjoy playing against Canada. They enjoy playing against us. We know for sure it's going to be challenging. And we're looking forward to the challenge for sure.